Hello, this is a very quick severe weather update for spots of Europe and North America. So, just very quick here, let's see what's expected today for Monday, April 21st. So, in Europe, we have some showers and we have some storms later this afternoon. We have some storms in spots of Russia. Alright, so here, let's see, we have this map here that shows the probability for hail and lightning. So we see in spots of central Italy, we might have some stronger storms this afternoon, in spots of northwestern Russia as well, and some spots of maybe in Czechia and Austria, spots of Hungary as well, some probabilities for some hail and lightning. So be careful in those areas. And also further in Asia, in Georgia, shows some probabilities for hail too. So be careful. And this is because we do have some cape here, some spots layered this afternoon across Central Eastern Europe in Hungary, spots of southern Czechia, Slovakia, even close to 1,500 joules per kilogram, 1,000 joules per kilogram, spots of Austria as well. So be careful in those areas that might have those storms. So shows today spots of Czechia and Austria, and those storms in Russia, northwestern Russia. Be careful as well. There's this low pressure just south of Malta, in the Mediterranean, so just be careful too. In Tunisia, some storms now, and some scattered small storms in Turkey, Georgia, and even in Azerbaijan. So be aware. We do have some rain in Iberia, some spots there, especially Tuesday, tomorrow. We have more storms in Iberia, in eastern northern Spain, snow on the Pyrenees as well. So be aware. Those areas tomorrow might be some stronger storms, and still show scattered storms through Eastern Europe tomorrow, Tuesday, even in Turkey and other spots further east. So be careful tomorrow. There's still some cape Tuesday in Eastern Europe, especially. Western Europe does show some of the Mediterranean, but the stronger storms maybe further east. But be careful in those areas tomorrow too. It shows later Tuesday that this low pressure in Ireland and the UK with more rain as well. So does show here 5 days, most precipitation at Austria, spots of Serbia, Central Eastern Europe, and southern Iceland, but does show more rain in the UK this week as well. So shows Monday, this goes, stronger winds Tuesday in Ireland, spots of the UK, Wednesday across France, a finger two, Thursday right in the Mediterranean, some stronger gusts again, maybe in Western Asia, a spot or two there, and then Thursday, Friday still shows a spot or two slightly stronger gusts. So the snow, expect more snow in the Alps this week and the Pyrenees. So still shows today until next Saturday, more snow in the Alps, even to 50 centimeters, more on the Pyrenees as well. Some spots might be locally higher, and another spot or two in central northern Spain, some spots there. So be careful that snow, and don't even look at the icon because it doesn't have nothing in the Pyrenees, and I checked some high resolution models and there'll definitely be some stuff there. So be aware. Northern Europe shows more snow in northern Sweden, Norway, and Finland, even central southern Sweden and spots of Russia. So be careful. And moving straight over to North America, still shows snow in Quebec and Ontario, spots of northern Canada and northwestern Canada, especially the mountains in Alaska and more in British Columbia. Still shows in the Rockies in the US, some snow in Montana, Wyoming, even Northern California, a finger two, Washington, and some in Colorado. And there's still this in Wisconsin, Minnesota, some snow possible. And here for the severe weather, today, Monday, is a marginal spots of Pennsylvania into West Virginia and Ohio, and another marginal from Louisiana to Tennessee. So be careful because there's actually 2% tornado threat in Pennsylvania into Ohio. So just be aware there this afternoon, be careful. And wind threat in both areas and a small hail threat as well. So a few strong storms are possible across the upper Ohio Valley and across parts of central Gulf Coast states. Gusty winds and marginally severe hail are the primary risks. So be careful in those areas, spots of the south and the northeast. And there's day two, that's a slight risk now from Texas to Oklahoma and Kansas and New Mexico, and three marginal risks, one around the slight risk and another one in the Carolinas, another one in the Midwest. So be careful in all of those areas. First, hail is the 15%, the slight risk, and the 5% hail in the other spots too. Wind is also 15% in the slight risk and a 5% and also 5% in the Carolinas. And tornadoes a small 2% for now, but this might change in Texas and New Mexico. So be careful. Isolated severe thunderstorms possible Tuesday across parts of the southern plains. So be careful. Day 3 is a marginal for now from Texas to Nebraska. So be careful, those areas are still elevated in the fire threat from New Mexico to Nebraska today. So be careful, there's still a slight risk of excessive rainfall until 12C in some spots there, but day 1 itself shows a marginal spot to the south. Day 2, Texas, Oklahoma, those storms. Day 4, in parts of the plains again. And day 5, the plains into the kind of mid-south, midwest, Mississippi Valley in some spots there. So be careful, those areas still, the heavier snow in the Rockies, some spots in the northwest, still some moderate winter storm severity index, even a small major in Wyoming. So be aware, those areas still have here this gigantic low pressure system that's very interesting on satellite as well, those storms still happening. So, and the snow in southwestern Canada and spots to the northwestern US, and also in Atlantic Canada, Newfoundland, Labrador, more snow. So Monday, Tuesday, those storms shows later Tuesday evening in Texas, northern Mexico, Goya Watch 2, Kansas, and that's light risk there. Go still Wednesday and Thursday shows scattered storms in many areas. Still, but by next Thursday afternoon, Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas still shows many storms scattered, and maybe by next weekend this front moves further east into Canada and the northeast. So we'll keep watching that very closely, and still for next week into early May. So be careful in those areas and stay safe in those storms. The rain 5 days still shows more some spots of in the south, especially Texas, even to 4 inches, in some areas even more, in spots of Alabama, Tennessee, 1 to 2 inches, and more in the plains from those storms. So be careful in those areas. And still those showers in the Caribbean, that moisture layer next week 1 to 34 millimeters, spots in Costa Rica even 90 millimeters too. So be aware, some storms in Mexico, northern Mexico might be a little bit severe, so cuidado con tormentas muy fuertes norte de México. So stay safe. A shower too in the Bahamas, Cuba. There's this weird moisture spot near northern Hawaii. So we'll watch that for some showers as well, especially that later Wednesdays, central northern Hawaii, especially the northern island there. Just beware, but nothing that crazy. And shows like some wind here still in Atlantic Canada, some very high gusts still, and this goes away, and potentially later some winds in Greenland and Iceland. So it does show by like the 27th, a week from now, some more winds in Atlantic Canada in the northeast, maybe later in the plains again into Mexico. But this week, like tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe sometimes light gusty spots to the southwest, but nothing really that crazy. Just Friday, might be some 30s to 40s mile per hour gusts, spots of Nevada, but nothing that crazy. the temperature is still cold in the northernmost areas of like Canada, northern Canada, those negative temperatures, and northernmost Europe into Russia and Iceland. But during the day in southern Canada, it's more milder, right? And the southern US into Mexico, some May is 90s in some spots in Fahrenheit. So beware, but during the morning, still colder for the northern Europe and spots of the Alps and the Pyrenees, but North America in the morning shows these negative temperatures branching further into southern Canada and some teens 20s Fahrenheit in the Rockies and the mountains there. So beware, in the afternoon does warm up further spots of Eastern Europe, other spots still below average, but shows like in the afternoon North America, higher down to Central America, Mexico, even to like 38, 37 degrees Celsius. In the US, some 70s is in the south Fahrenheit and a little bit cooler in the north. But during the night, does show like spots of most of central northern Canada, the negative temperatures, especially in the north, including in Alaska too. So be aware, a morning in spots of Europe still shows colder interior spots of Iberia, spots of the Alps as well, and some other spots further northern Europe. So be aware Wednesday, Thursday, this just keeps going. It's generally milder during the day, those areas, but at night it does fall again, those temperatures. But as far south of Canada is generally milder, just the Rockies still colder, and same thing for the Alps in Europe and other spots there, a little bit colder, and especially the northernmost countries. So beware Sunday, and this goes into next week. But don't worry, throughout this week we might make some more detailed videos for each continent, especially if the severe weather ramps up or something tomorrow, and maybe more for Europe as well. So be aware, just wanted to make an update for these thunderstorms and everything.